This is Paul at Downeast Under Creations. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the video. Just came back from Harbor Freight. We have a brand new Harbor Freight store in Ellsworth, Maine, which is only about half the distance that I used to have to travel to go to Bangor to that Harbor Freight store. And this new store has a pretty good manager. I just want to give a shout out to the manager of the new Harbor Freight store in Ellsworth. Great guy. I had bought a Harbor Freight tube roller, and it was missing an axle, and I didn't even realize that the drive axle was missing because I didn't have any need for the tool. And at the time, and I bought it over a month and a half ago, and when I finally pulled it out and I wanted to start putting it together to use it, I realized that this part was missing. So I just went back to the store and told him, and he went out back and came out with one from inventory and just handed it to me. He said, "There you go, no problem, no worries." And he's been a great guy, and I let him know about some of the accessories you can get for the Harbor Freight tube roller that he wasn't aware of, and that's Swag Off-Road, swagoffroad.com. They have all kinds of rollers of different sizes and shapes that the Harbor Freight tube roller does not come with, and they don't have any others available other than the ones that it comes with. And I needed some flat rollers so I could roll flat bar instead of tube, round tube, and so I was able to get them from Swag Off-Road. And by the way, that's another company I can give a shout out to because they provide excellent customer service. Just great working with them. And they have like 96 different rollers or dies available for the Harbor Freight tube roller. They also have a kit available, a weld-on kit that stiffens up the Harbor Freight tube roller and turns it from just a ho-hum, home DIY type tool into a very robust professional tube roller that you could use in a shop, where you use it every day. So shout out to them too. Now what I'm doing here, I needed a stand for the tube roller, and the tube roller stand that Harbor Freight used to sell is no longer available, but they do have this bench grinder pedestal, and so I'm going to see if I can use that as the stand for the tube roller. I'm hoping I can just bolt it right on. If not, I'll just have to modify it. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's see what we get out of this box. So I'm going to open it up. And we'll see what we get. Always interesting when you get something from Harbor Freight. You never know what you're going to find in the box. So a lot of this stuff is from China. Okay. Well, I got a box of parts. Looks like the base and stand. Got some instructions, and looks like the main column. So let's get this stuff out. Okay. Don't need that right now. Let's see what this looks like. That's pretty robust. Looks like a cast piece. Let's see what else we got. So if you're using it as it's intended, as a stand for the grinder, it has this bracket and a little tray where you can put some water in it and you're cooling things off while you're grinding. But I really don't even need that. And I've got some bolts. and top of the stand for mounting a grinder, in this case tube roller. Now before I even put this together, what I want to do is I want to see if the tube roller holes are going to line up with this base. If so, I'm good to go without any further modification. Be right back. Okay, this is the Harbor Freight tube roller that I want to use on this stand, and I just want to see if the holes line up. Boy, this stuff is heavy, let me tell you. I think I'm just getting older. Stick that up there. Let's see if that plate lines up. And it does. I'll be able to bolt that right on without any problem. So I think I'm gonna be good to go in that regard. Oh boy, this is heavy. Okay, so I can continue. I'm going to take the base. There are 3 bolts, and they require a 16mm wrench. This tube can pretty much go either way, any direction. And you just got to, if it's in kind of loose, I would think you would need, you know, I think a snugger tight would be better, but. And this is a fairly thin wall tube for this kind of a stand and a heavy base and everything else. It's a very thin wall tubing. I think it should be a little bit more heavy duty. It could be more substantial. I'm not sure that's wonderful. But given I have the castings for the base and the top, what I could do is I can go to my local Bangor Steel Supply is about 70 miles away, and I'll bet you I can get some pipe or tube with a thicker wall thickness, schedule 40, about roughly this size, that I can fit in there, and then it'll be a lot more heavy duty, more substantial. But I'll use this for now, seeing how that's what I have, and I want to start in on a project using the tube roller, and I don't want to have to go to Bangor right now, because that just takes a lot of time. It's all secondary roads to get there, not highway, and it's a couple of hours away. And then it's a couple of hours back. It uses up half a day time or more. Well, I don't want to crank in on this too much because I think I'm just crushing in on the tube because of the thin wall thickness, but it seems to be holding it okay. Now, all that's left is only 1 bolt to tighten up this top piece, and the top piece, because I know I'm going to be out of camera, I just have to put that on and tighten it up. Change that camera angle. So now I just have to snug this up, and I don't think it matters too much the direction of this thing. Maybe it does, I don't know. The instructions that come with it are basically just showing you a picture of the parts, and it doesn't really tell you too much. But it's pretty simple. I mean, you know, putting these pieces together and snugging down on the bolts. Call that good. And I purchased some grade 8 bolts, washers and nuts at local Tractor Supply. Grade 8 is, I'm sure, is overkill, but we'll use them. So this is what I bought it for. Let me stick it on here, that tubing roller, and I've got it lined up with the slots. Yep, goes right in, no problem. I hope I've got long enough bolts. Maybe I should have got them a little bit longer. I bought 1.5 inch long bolts, and when I put on all these washes and lock washes and everything else, I still have a lot of thread protruding, but not quite enough to get a full nut onto the thread. So I really should have bought the 2-inch. But I think I'll get by with this for now, and then later on I'll change it out. Since these are grade 8, I'll be able to put some torque on them, and they should hold fine, even if it's not a full nut worth of thread on there. We'll make it work. And actually, I am getting full thread. Everything tightens up, and the lock washer compresses, and I'm actually getting a full thread. So these bolts are just fine. I didn't think so when I first put them on, but it's working out pretty well. So the project that I'm going to be using this tube roller on, which will be in another video, is I'm building a fountain for my wife, and I need to take some flat bar and I need to roll it into a circle and then weld the end, and that's going to be welded to other components. You'll see that in the other video. But I needed it to roll the flat bar, and the problem is the tubing roller, as the name implies, tubing, comes with the dies or rollers for round tubing, 3 different sizes. But I'm rolling flat bar, and Harbor Freight used to have flat rollers for that purpose that you could buy extra, but they discontinued it, and that's where Swag Off-Road came in. SwagOffroad.com has the flat rollers that fit this Harbor Freight tubing roller. They're made for it. So I now have them. I had ordered them. They came right away. Within a couple of days I had them. And so I'm going to change out these rollers, and I'm going to put on the big wheel that you turn and all that. And you'll see all that in a different video. This video is really featuring this pedestal. This stand is really it's intended for a grinder, but it looks like it works just fine on the Harbor Freight tube roller. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and ring the little bell. And thank you for watching. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and if you do subscribe, remember to ring that little bell so that you can be notified of any new videos that are released. And thanks again for watching.